It smells fantastic. Yeah. Okay, I've hit my dab pen to get this job done. Not the Zoloft ended up in my spiritual box. I'm learning to be okay with not being okay. We're in Whole Foods. Caviar. Got the Whole Foods goods. Oh. All right. Good afternoon vlog. It is, I don't even know. It is September 3rd, 1:30 p.m. We just left Whole Foods. I got some coconut water because I'm not hungover, but I drank a bit too much at Rochelle's family cookout that we went to. It's Labor Day weekend. We have another cookout tomorrow, actually. And yeah, I just need those electrolytes back. But I'm trying this one because I usually get the Viva Coconut or Viva Coco, whatever. But the Whole Foods brand was right next to it and it was a little cheaper, so I wanted to see if it tasted the same. Nope, it's a little sweeter. I don't know what it is. The Viva Coco, coconut, whatever. It's more coconutty. Not that this is bad. This isn't the sweetest coconut water I had. I hate sweet coconut water. Or when they add like more coconut flavor or whatever. But I think this is pretty good. Good dupe, but not better than the original. And then we're gonna go get some pizza. Did you still want coffee?
I do, but I mean, there was coffee in there. I didn't choose to get it.
Okay.
I would love to find it. I just wish it was a little bit simpler.
Well, that's what we're doing. Rochelle and I are just hanging out today. Yeah, I don't know. We're just running random errands and getting food and going home. So I just thought I'd update y'all. Hi vlog, it is September 4th, Labor Day, and it is 1:49 p.m. We're heading into Walmart because we're going to my dad's cookout, and he asked if we could bring some drinks, or rather I asked him if he needed anything, and he said I could bring some drinks. So that's what we're doing now. I'm just going in with Quinn. Rochelle's waiting in the car, and yeah, that's about all for the update for right now. At these new Squishmallows at Walmart, they're all so cute. This is dragon fruit. Oh my gosh. The jack-o'-lantern, the witch, the cat. They're all so cute. All right, we made it to the cookout. We're in the house. I got a bottle of wine while we were at Walmart too. So, you know, clink. The grill ready to go. It smells fantastic. Yeah. Sesame Street B-Day party.
So honestly, most of the time you come just kind of organizing it because this is the biggest group I've ever had. So flop like that. Yeah. Come here. Go wash your hands. You ready to eat?
We got some goat. Yeah. Got the ribs, got the corn, got the mac and cheese, got the pot of rice, got the everything.
Do you want rice?
I don't have enough room on my plate. Oh. Got the birthday boy and the birthday boy best friend. This is my plate right now. Of course, I'm gonna have to get a second one. All right, we just got home. I'm pretty tired from the cookout, so I think I'm just gonna get in my pajamas, play some Stardew Valley, and go to bed. Rochelle's just got a plan for class tomorrow, and that's pretty much it. I got a ticket this week, so I'll be calling the law enforcement tomorrow. But I made a to-do list today. I got a lot of things to get done tomorrow because today was Labor Day, and as much as I enjoyed the holiday, there was a lot that needed to get done on this Monday that I now had to wait till Tuesday to do. So my anxiety, I had to keep it at bay, but I'm glad that I'll finally be able to get to some of the things that I needed to get to. But that's where I'm gonna end the vlog for right now. I hope you guys had a great Labor Day. I'm not really sure what you're supposed to be celebrating on Labor Day, but I'm really glad that I got to spend some time with family. That's all for now. Good night. Good afternoon vlog. It is September 5th, 2:18 p.m. I've been on the phone all morning with the police department to figure out the stuff with the ticket that I got the other day. Then I scheduled my DMV appointment. Let's see. Then I went and made the DMV appointment. And then I fixed the stuff with my insurance, which I had to call my insurance to figure all that stuff out. And that just took so much out of me. It really drained me. And like I was planning on unpacking more of my boxes today, but I just feel so tired. Like no one really talks about how hard it is to do like this adult stuff, like changing your insurance, changing your registration. Like I felt like getting here was the hardest part, and it definitely was because it was very physically intensive, but doing all the paperwork to switch everything over, all your addresses, all your bills, like it's just so annoying. So I'm just feeling drained and exhausted, but I just moved some stuff around in my closet so I could fit my shoes in there. I didn't take them out of the box because I don't have like a shoe rack or anything right now. So I'm still rocking the same shoes, the same 4 or 5 pairs of shoes, even though I do have my shoes now. I don't know. I'm gonna do some laundry today, and I wanted to unpack my altar, but it really feels like a daunting task. But I also do want all my spiritual things visible because I feel like it will help me feel like more calm, but also more motivated to get back into a more normal routine. Last night before I went to bed, I made a to-do list, or not a to-do list. I do have a to-do list, but I made like a morning routine kind of like what would be more realistic. I wrote like everything that I wanted to put in my morning routine, and then I wrote like a realistic one based on how I already know I spend my mornings. And I woke up today and I still didn't do it. I just felt so exhausted. Like I don't know. It's hard because I'm trying to get into a normal routine and like figure things out of how I want my day to look, especially now that I'm in this gap, whatever. I can't even put a time to it. Now that I don't have a job would just be the best way to say it. I want to have some structure in my life, and I'm trying to put that together, and I just folded immediately because I just feel so tired, like with everything happening with the move and everything that I'm having to deal with, and even just going out multiple times this weekend for all the Labor Day cookouts. Like I'm just tired. And so I'm gonna try again tomorrow. I'm not gonna beat myself up about it today. But I know I could do better. I know I want to show up for myself better. The main thing is like I see stuff and they're like, what would your routine look like for the life that you want to live, like the person that you want to be? And I want to align my current reality with the person that I want to be. And so I know that the person I want to be, that morning routine looks different. It's just really hard transitioning from this exhausted state, or even the routines that I had before, to this healthier version of myself. It's one thing to want better for yourself, and it's another thing to actually do better for yourself. I know, like I said, like some days are better or easier. Some days I wake up and I do want to journal right away. Some days I wake up and I do want to do tarot right away. Some days I wake up and I do want to meditate right away. And other days I want to wake up and just get on my phone. And I don't know, I'm trying to be realistic with myself. So, I mean, like, I didn't make it crazy. I said, like, actually, where is my phone? I could just tell you. All right. 222. And those are my angel numbers right there. But I'm hoping telling y'all will also help keep me accountable. I said wake up and listen to affirmations and or read or listen to a book, because usually I wake up and I get on my phone, like a lot of people do. And there was a time before where I used to wake up and immediately read or immediately journal, and I fell off of that habit. And so I'm trying to get back into the habit of that. And I feel like because I don't have anywhere typically to go when I first wake up, that might be a good thing for me to start doing those things as soon as I wake up, just so I can get them out of the way. I like listening to audiobooks, but I don't know, realistically, I listen to audiobooks better before bed. It's just that I fall asleep during the book and then I'm like, I have to rewind it. So I think I'm going to have to move the read a book to the end of the day. But I was trying to think like what would be better than looking at my phone would be like reading a book. And so I don't know, obviously still flexibility and freedom. I have free will. I can decide to read in the morning, but I know that for me, like I'm typically also on my phone before I go to bed, that like those are the main habits that I want to replace for sure, are getting on my phone as soon as I wake up and getting on my phone before I go to bed. So that would be a good time for me to change to the listening to affirmations or meditation. I used to meditate as soon as I woke up, but sometimes you fall back asleep because you're still kind of tired. I don't know. I like meditating in the shower, but I don't take a shower every single day. Like I sometimes I do, but like not every single day. So I don't want to like make it contingent on taking a shower. I don't know. And then I write for 10 minutes. You know, I really enjoy writing poetry, short stories, etc. And journaling. And so I put write for 10 minutes because I just want to make sure I at least write every day, at least once a day. Doesn't matter what I write, just write something. I said I can do tarot whenever I feel called to it. I don't feel like tarot needs to be a part of a daily routine. You don't really need to talk to your spirit guides or see the future or all that stuff every day. So again, like I put that one, I feel called to it. And then I said phone time because also I wanted to be realistic. I'm going to want to get on my phone. I'm going to want to check my notifications, who texted me, who called me, whatever happened while I was asleep. So I put at least check my notifications. So I might not be going on TikTok and Instagram, but I just want to check my notifications. And then I said have a glass of water and vitamins. I just got more of my probiotic and prebiotic. So that's, and I want to definitely drink water like as soon as I wake up, because sometimes I'll realize like, oh, I've been up for like 2 hours and I haven't had any water yet. And I know that like drinking water also helps start your metabolism, and I'm really bad about eating breakfast. So I want to, I guess, like start up my metabolism. And I think by a lot of vitamins you can't take on an empty stomach. I think by forcing myself to have water and take vitamins in the morning, then I'll get more in the habit of also eating something in the morning, even if it's just like chia pudding or something like that. And then I also like tea. So when it gets colder, I also want to start making tea in the morning. I used to drink tea in the morning. It was just different when I had a deck or like a balcony or like some outside space, because it felt like more motivating to like make a cup of something and like sit outside in the morning. But getting fresh air is another thing that I put on there. I do want to get fresh air at least once a day, even if I just go on a 5-minute walk or just sit outside on my front steps or whatever. I said a 10-minute workout. I don't work out every day. And I'm not going to sit there and say that I'm going to go and do an hour or 30-minute workout. I want to be realistic with myself. And I think that it would be easier to hold myself accountable to 10 minutes each day, because 10 minutes pass when you're scrolling on your phone or watching a YouTube video or whatever. So I want to definitely add that. It can be anything. I put dance, yoga, Pilates, abs, whatever, just move. So yeah, even a 10-minute walk, just something to be into my body. And then I said clean. Right now, the house is a mess because we just moved in. So just cleaning for 10 minutes. I put another 10 minutes each day, I think would make me feel like I'm taking some bites out of this very daunting task of unpacking everything. If I unpacked one box each day, I definitely could be done. But it would definitely take me longer than 10 minutes to unpack one box. So, but I guess also it depends on the box. My cat is standing on me right now. Like, she's literally pushing her paws against me, but it's okay, I guess. Now that I move the camera though, it's hard to get it back. And then I said work on social media and content creating. Yeah, I definitely could start earlier. I know some people start their vlogs like as soon as they wake up, but I guess I'm just not there yet. Y'all don't need to see me when I first wake up, first brush my teeth, first use the bathroom, whatever. Like, that's kind of a lot. So, but I don't know. That might change over time. Like I said, as I get more consistent with my routine, then that could be something I eventually film. So that would be easier once I'm more consistent. And then I said TV or phone, because again, I don't have a job. I'm not trying to make myself feel like it's all work, no play. You got to be grinding. You got to be working on something all the time. So I definitely want to make time for free time. I think that's a big mistake that people make a lot of the time, is that they don't add into their schedule free time or fun time. And then like you feel bad when you are like, actually, I just want to be on my phone, or actually, I just want to watch an episode of that show I'm watching. And I want to give myself space to do that. I'm not going to try to force myself to bite more than I can chew. And then I said play video games, invest in hobbies. Right now I'm playing Stardew Valley, but I also know that like how often I like to play video games, that comes and goes in waves. So right now it's on there, but I know I don't play video games consistently, so that's why I also said / invest in hobbies. I think video games are kind of a hobby, but I'm more so also referring to like spiritual hobbies, like reading more of my spiritual books or watching spiritual videos or doing tarot or whatever. I do consider those some of my hobbies. Technically even working out sometimes could be a hobby if I wanted to do extra yoga. And eventually I want to go and take classes outside of the house. So like when I start doing pottery classes or yoga classes, Pilates classes, whatever, Reiki classes, I think that also counts. But that's not really a morning routine thing. I put more reading, coloring, etc. So also I could color, do some art. That would be great. And then I said eat lunch / snack. Hopefully I'm able to accomplish everything I just said before I eat lunch. But we'll see about that. And then I said get fresh air, play with cats. I definitely want to give my cats more attention. You know, on Stardew Valley you have to pet your animals every day. Not saying I don't pet my animals every day, but like I feel like, you know, you don't play with your cats every day. At least I don't. Maybe that makes me a bad cat mom. And I mean, there's 3 of us in the house, so I'm sure they're always getting attention. But I just mean like my youngest cat, he has a lot of energy. She sleeps all day. But Prismo, he does not sleep all day. So, yeah, I just want to make sure to get some of his energy out. Then I said meditation, but I said I could do this in the morning or before bed. Like, sometimes I meditate before bed, but then again, like I said, you can fall asleep. So, but anytime throughout the day, that doesn't really have to be like a time thing. I don't need to do it in the morning or need to do it in the evening. I can just do it whenever. And then I said spend time with my girlfriend and eventually check on my plants. We want to get more plants, so that's something I put on the schedule like as a asterisk type of thing. Like we have some plants right now, but there's other plants that I want to grow. I want to start growing mushrooms. I think it would be really cool. I watched a documentary on mushrooms. I can't remember which one it was, but it was on Netflix, and he was talking about like turkey tail and lion's mane and stuff like that. So I definitely want to grow stuff like that. I think it would be really cool. We'll see. I'm not in a rush, but it's research that I've been doing. So yeah. So that's pretty much what I've got going on. As this long thing, and then like at the top I put all the things that I want to do before I made the schedule. So sometimes just like, at least this is my opinion, make a list of the things that you want to incorporate into your life, and then think about how you typically spend your day and try to fit those things in. Because I quickly realized there's no way I could fit in all of those things every day. And if I did, I would be exhausted. So I think some of those things are just like, you have to change them out. Maybe one day I color, maybe the next day I read. I can't force myself to color, read, and meditate, and do yoga, and exercise, and go on a walk. And like, I don't know. I just know that I'll not burn out, but burn out pretty quickly, or not really want to do it. I think the more freedom and flexibility that you put into your routine, the more likely you are to actually stick to it. So that's that. Oh, Quinn's here to give Clove some treats.
It's right here, babe.
I'm probably gonna end up unpacking that box that I said I don't want to unpack, so I guess I'll just show y'all that. And then I'm gonna eat because I haven't eaten lunch. And guess what? I'm gonna drink some water because I haven't drinking any water. Because like I said, I did not do my routine today. But tomorrow. Okay, I've hit my dab pen to get this job done. It's time to open my spiritual / altar box. There's a, oh! I already opened it. Wow, I feel goofy. I just had another box sitting on top of it. So see, clearly I had intended to unpack this before. I just did. I can't do this with everything because it would take, oh, this picture frame broke. It would take all day. And some of these things might be broken, so I definitely need to sort through that too. Here's a quick overview before I set it up. And it's gonna be on this here table. The thing is, some of this stuff is new. If you didn't know, never put your purse on the ground. They say you'll run your money into the ground, or you'll run out of money, whatever. Point is, I'm not putting my purse on the ground after my insurance just tripled dang near for moving to a different state, but whatever. Apparently there's too many accidents in this area, and even though I've never been in an accident, that raises my insurance. Which I find very rude. Cute. But they don't want to. Not that Zoloft ended up in my spiritual box. Did you hear me? Yeah. No comment? If you're wondering, I got these candles from World Market. Here we go. Oh, there's stuff wrapped in that. Oops. Well, this is the fabric that goes on the bottom. So that's what I was not ready to unpack this until I found that, but I actually put it on top, like a smart person. One time I left the house and my incense was, not incense, my sage was burning. And I thought it had gone out before I left. And I came back and my room was full of smoke. And my altar was on fire. So if you know the spiritual meaning of that, let me know. They really cleansed my room. That's all I know. Did I have the window? I did while I was burning it, but then, like I said, I thought it was out. I don't know. But also, this gives me a chance to reset this up. Because, like, low-key, I don't want to set it up exactly the same. I'm in a different place, and I don't exactly remember 100% where everything was. So that wasn't going to happen anyway. But I get the chance to organize it in a better way. Like all this incense. We'll see. This candle. I just don't. Oh, okay. There's a lot of seashells and my mortar and pestle, which is full of rose petals and tobacco. But yeah, I was trying to show y'all some of it now because I'm not going to show y'all what it looks like when it's done. I feel like altars are really personal, so I don't really ever show it off. I take pictures for myself, but I've never even posted a picture online. So it's just a personal part, one part of my life that's probably going to remain private. If you see it in the background of a video one day, mind your business. But I can show you guys my tarot deck collection that I've done. Tarot and Oracle, actually. But I'm just going to keep working on this. This is going to take a while for me to unpack. There's still a bunch of stuff in here. I've got a million candles, incense, sprays, whatever, sound bowl, my little villager mushroom people. I don't... A pendulum. Another pendulum. I got a lot of stuff going on, so I'll get back to you.
I am grateful to live an abundant life.
I'm grateful to live an abundant life. I'm grateful to live an abundant life.
I attract positivity and opportunities effortlessly. I attract positivity and opportunities effortlessly. Every day, in every way, my life gets better and better. Every day, in every way, my life gets better and better. I release all limiting beliefs that no longer serve me. I release all limiting beliefs that no longer serve me. I am aligned with my higher self and purpose. I am aligned with my higher self and purpose. I can overcome any challenge. I can overcome any challenge. I have everything I need within me. I have everything I need within me.
I have to pause this though. What's funny about this espresso cup that my friend brought me back from Italy, was it Italy or Greece? One of the two. And I know you're thinking, isn't this Greek mythology? But I can't remember if he went to Greece or Italy. But yeah, he got it for me, and I have an Aphrodite tattoo, and he did not know that when he got this for me. So I thought that was hilarious. I was like, oh my god, I have an Aphrodite tattoo, and he was like, oh my god. So I thought that was a really cool synchronicity, and that's how it ended up on my altar. I'm taking out my statues out of my spiritual box now. I haven't seen them. Here's hoping they made a safe journey. Let's start with Kuan Yin.
Oh, thank you guys for keeping Kuan Yin safe.
Yeah, I don't think she's missing anything else. This used to be my mom's statue, so she was already missing some fingers from when me and my dog were running around the house and knocked it over. But it's so funny,
Get a zoom on the fingers.
my mom has had this statue since I was a kid, and she gave it to me. So I've had it for a few years now, so now she makes it onto the altar.
Yay!
But
Gorgeous.
she's probably not gonna stay right there. And then I have my mom's Buddha statue that she gave me also, because my mom used to be Buddhist. Not sure what she's doing these days. And he's in perfect condition.
Yay! Thank you, spirit guides, for keeping Buddha safe.
Yes. So I'm happy about that. I just started crying while I was unpacking my box because I found my first check from grad school, and I have like an exclamation point at the end, and I was so excited about it, so happy, like, wow, oh my god, I made it. It was like the most amount of money I've ever made, and as you know, grad schools don't make anything, so it just felt like a big deal, because like after waitressing and hosting through undergrad and working at Old Navy in high school, and I worked at a Mexican restaurant before that, and I've been a nanny and a babysitter on and off in between all of that. Like I've worked a lot. I've been working since I was like 11, and it felt like so relieving to finally have like a stable, good job. Like I finally have a salary. I finally have health insurance. I just felt like a grown adult, and it meant so much to me then. And I have so many like twisted feelings about grad school now after my experience with the people that I met there, and just the whole process and business of grad school overall. I don't know. One day, I'm sure I'll talk about it on camera, but it's still a little too close. Obviously, I've only been here 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. It just made me start crying, and I have so many complicated feelings, because like I was so happy and so proud of myself then, and now grad school, like when I think about it, it just feels like such like this yucky thing. And I know like eventually I'll be able to look at the good times. I don't mean like it was all bad. I enjoyed the things that I learned and enjoyed some of the people that I met. And obviously I made a lot of great memories there with my partner and my best friend. So I'm not mad about those things, but definitely towards the end, my experience was pretty soured, especially once I started speaking up about how I was feeling. So, yeah, I don't know. After like my insurance just went up too on my car, and just everything that I've been feeling, I'm just like, what am I doing? What's going on? And then I just start feeling crazy, asking myself too many questions. And I know that I need to focus on my gratitude. I know that that's like the main thing that helps me switch out of this negative thing or negative feeling or whatever. I can't even call it negative. I know that like feelings are normal, and it's not wrong for me to have these feelings come up. And so I'm glad that I allowed these feelings to come up and allowed myself to process them, because at first like I felt my eyes swell up and I was like, hell no, like I'm not trying to think about this. Let's keep unpacking this box. But eventually I just let myself sit there and think about it and cry. So and I talked to my best friend about it, because she's my roommate. And you know, she's supporting me to like my feelings and let me know she's there for me. I know I have a great support system, so I'm grateful for that too. And I know she was there and saw everything I went through, so I know she also understands what I'm feeling. It's just, I don't know. I know it's possible for two feelings to exist. It's just hard to look at something and be like, wow, I used to be so proud of this, and now feel like weird. And I know that I can still be proud that I made it that far. I got into grad school. I moved out to California. I got my own car. I had an internship every summer, REUs, whatever, trying to build my resume, CV, all that stuff to get into grad school, and I did it. I just wish I could have realized sooner that I guess I was pursuing some of those things for the wrong reasons, or those things weren't really me. And now, I don't know, I also changed a lot during the time of like trying to pursue this, because the pandemic happened and I had my spiritual awakening, and I've had a lot happen, and I don't want the same things anymore. I'm not even sure if I'm going to go back to doing science, if I'm going to go back to grad school and get my PhD. Like that's like the main question, because I mastered out of my PhD program. People keep asking me, well, are you going to go to another school? Are you still going to get your PhD? And the truth is, I don't know. I'm only 24. And I could go back one day, I don't know. But like right now, I just it's still raw and fresh. It's like asking somebody, like, are you gonna start dating after they just got out of a really bad relationship? So I don't know. And then it's like seeing a love letter from the beginning of your relationship and being like, wow, we used to feel so different about each other then. And that's kind of how I'm feeling now. I know that it still is like a symbol. Like if I saw an old love letter, it would be still a symbol of the love that we had for each other at the time. And I know that that's really the proudness. It's more of a, almost started tearing up there. It's more of a memory, I guess, of how proud I was of myself. It wasn't about grad school. And I think it's just really strange thinking it meant something different then and realizing what it really means now. And I guess now what it really means is that I'm a very capable person, and if I wanted to get to the top of my career, I probably could. I'm just choosing not to. I want wealth in a different way. Emotional wealth, spiritual wealth. I want to feel good about me. I want to feel good inside. And I know that as I address those things, the money will come. And so that's why I try not to get too caught up in figuring out where it's going to come from. But it does get hard to sometimes not be anxious because you're still living in the 3D. But I try to remind myself, like, I am an eternal being. And I am a co-creator with the universe, and my desires desire me. And that's just one moment that I was proud of myself. And honestly, there's a lot more moments that I should have been proud of myself that I wasn't. So it's also a reminder that I should take the time to celebrate even small wins. And I think that that's really what I just have to focus on. Perspective. So I'm gonna finish unpacking my altar, but I wanted to stop and share that little tidbit that I got from those feelings that came up. And I guess sitting through them and going through those emotions and even talking to you guys on the camera now helped me process that a bit better. I might still have some residual feelings, but I think that that's okay. I'm learning to be okay with not being okay. Quick run of all of the decks that I own. True Heart, Lunar, Muse Tarot, Sex something, Visconti Tarots. This was actually my second tarot deck. Sexual Magic, Moonology, Earth Magic, Gratitude Oracle, the Luna Soul Tarot, the Modern Witch Tarot, the Osset Egyptian Oracle, Fortune Telling Cards, Sacred Cycles, Oracle of the Trees, Starseed Oracle Deck, Mini Rider-Waite Tarot, an Everyday Tarot, Angel Answers Oracle, Enchanted Heart, Radiant Wise Tarot. This was like my third tarot deck. Oh yeah, this pile over here. Anatomy of a Witch Oracle, the Wild Unknown Tarot. This was the first one I got. My mom got me this for my 19th birthday, around the time my spiritual awakening was starting. Chrysalis Tarot deck, Butterfly Affirmation deck, Signs of the Time Oracle, Psychic Tarot, and Crystal Mandala Oracle. So that's all of them. I didn't count, but maybe I should have. But these are the main 4 that I use. So the other ones I use when I feel called to use them, or when I'm giving a reading to somebody else, I ask them what deck they want to use if they're feeling called to a specific deck. But yeah, that's it. I'll count them and I'll let y'all know the number. So damn girl, 30 tarot decks. I just counted and I have 30. I forgot to include this one and the one that I made. So yeah, if you don't have a tarot deck, just get some index cards and write whatever you feel called to, and you know, you'll still get something. Trust me. If y'all want a card, let me pick a card from the deck I made for you guys. And I don't want to keep saying guys. It's just a force of habit. I'm non-binary. I don't know why I keep saying guys. You all, y'all, I don't know. I got made fun of in high school when I said y'all. They said it sounded country, even though we're in Maryland. But anyway. It's love. That's the card that I got. Sometimes I had stuff on the back. But if I'm going to take this as an interpretation, you guys love me, I love you, and there's a lot of love around y'all, and there's a lot of love around me. So, yeah. All right, I finished my altar flash. And now I just heated up some chicken from the cookout, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I did my hard task for the day, but remember how I said I didn't do the things on my what's it called, my new routine? I listened to gratitude and positive affirmations while I was unpacking, so technically I did do something, a part of my new routine. And I got like a download for like a poetry line, wrote that in my notes, so I can go finish that poem later. And I said that I was gonna write, and I still have the rest of the day. So what I was realizing is that it's not just that you don't have to hold yourself to some strict routine, it's also that you don't need to hold yourself to like strict times. Like, it's 4:20 right now. I don't need to be like, oh, if I don't get this done before noon, I guess I can't meditate today. So yeah, I'm learning how to make a more relaxing routine that includes the things that I want to incorporate into my life. But yeah, I'm just gonna eat lunch, so bye.